Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Thursday, August 21, 2025. In the headlines, U.S. cancels visa of Grenada's finance minister. PDA assures beach access not compromised by Saul's Coastal Protection Project. Grenada launches tropical apple project to boost food security. Also in the news, regionally, U.S.-Venezuela tensions escalate. Maduro mobilizes militias and the U.S. deploys warships. Internationally, Zelensky open to talks with Putin, but only with security guarantees. Plus in the sports news, Grenada ready to host ACCB International Netball Series, while Cricket West Indies announces exciting Under-19 white ball series against Sri Lanka.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue. Available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has confirmed that Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall's United States visa has been revoked. Here's what we can tell you. The announcement followed a meeting on August 19 between Grenada's ambassador to the United States and a high-level delegation from the U.S. Department of State in Washington, D.C. That engagement was described as part of ongoing diplomatic exchanges aimed at strengthening mutual cooperation, even as the U.S. confirmed the imposition of visa restrictions. The action forms part of Washington's wider sanctions against countries it accuses of being complicit in Cuba's medical mission program. Under the initiative, Cuban doctors and other medical professionals are contracted to work abroad, with the U.S. contending that most of the earnings are withheld by the Cuban government. As a result of the visa restriction, Minister Cornwall will be unable to attend the 2025 annual meetings of the International Monetary Fund, scheduled for October 13 to 18 in Washington, D.C. The situation has been described as a significant development in U.S.-Grenada relations, given Grenada's close and historic partnership with Cuba. For decades, Cuba provided medical assistance and training to Grenada, with a number of Grenadian doctors receiving their education in Havana. Earlier this year, Minister Cornwall had publicly stated his willingness to forfeit his U.S. visa in order to maintain Grenada's solidarity with Cuba on the issue of the medical brigades. Despite the latest move, both Grenada and the United States have reaffirmed their commitment to maintaining long-standing ties and continuing dialogue through established diplomatic channels. Meanwhile, the newly appointed principal officer at the U.S. Embassy in Grenada, Cindy Diouf, met with Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell on Monday, August 18, just 5 days after the U.S. announced the imposition of visa restrictions on government officials in Grenada. During the meeting, she reaffirmed the U.S.'s commitment to strengthening its collaboration with Grenada. The meeting, which took place at the Prime Minister's office, was also attended by the Prime Minister's team. The U.S. principal officer has also met with opposition leader Emmeline Pear at her office in Mount Welldale. The U.S. imposed visa restrictions on Grenadian, African, and Cuban officials on August 13, citing their involvement in the Cuban regime's forced labor export scheme. The restrictions are set to affect holders of A1, A2, and A3 visas. The names of government officials affected have not been disclosed. According to a statement on the Prime Minister's Facebook page, Diouf and him discussed various issues, including security partnerships, support for Carriacou and Petite Martinique's recovery after Hurricane Beryl, and urgent housing challenges in the affected areas. The Prime Minister shared his vision for Grenada, focusing on strategic investments in energy and food security, stronger ties with the African continent, prioritizing education and healthcare, including the construction of the new teaching hospital, Project Polaris. The Grenada government has announced that a formal diplomatic note has been transmitted to the office of the U.S. Secretary of State, and it is awaiting further communication. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has stated that it remains committed to resolving the issue with respect for international protocols. Well, opposition leader Emmeline Pear has strongly criticized a clause in the Age of Civil Legal Responsibility Amendment Bill 2025, which was recently introduced to the House of Representatives for its first reading. According to Pear, Clause 3 of the bill is reckless and represents an assault on parental rights. The clause in question aims to lower the age of consent for sexual and reproductive health treatments to 12 in special circumstances, with 16 being the general rule.
Brothers and sisters, I consider Clause 3 of that bill to be a reckless clause. I said I consider Clause 3 to be a reckless clause in this bill that gives politicians power over children, stripping parents of their sacred role to guide, to love, and to protect their children.
Pear made the comments at a public meeting of the main opposition New National Party in Bylands, where she expressed concerns about the potential impact on children and the future of the country. She argued that allowing children as young as 12 to consent to sexual and reproductive health treatment without parental consent would be detrimental to their well-being.
Children as young as 12 being allowed to make life-changing decisions about their sexual and reproductive health without the parents' consent and the parents' knowledge. Brothers and sisters, this is not progress. I call this an assault on the parental rights. I call this an erosion of family values. I call this a dangerous step in the future of our country.
The bill, which was laid in the House of Representatives on July 24, is part of a package of 3 bills developed under the Spotlight Initiative. The other 2 bills are the Status of Children Bill 2025, which seeks to provide legal certainty regarding the status of children and their parents, and the Marriage Amendment Bill 2025, which aims to increase the minimum age at which a person may marry from 16 to 18. The government has defended the bills, stating that they aim to promote the rights and well-being of children. However, Pear and other critics argue that the bills need to be carefully considered to ensure that they do not have unintended consequences. Other news: concerns over beach access in Grand Mall have prompted assurances from the Planning and Development Authority that Saul's Coastal Protection Project is in full compliance with its approval. The rest of the details from my colleague Beverly Telesford.
The Planning and Development Authority PDA has completed an assessment of ongoing works in Grand Mall St. George and has given the assurance that fuel company Saul is operating within the bounds of its approved application. The project in question is the construction of a revetment along the company's seafront property. According to PDA's Chief Executive Officer, Alan Gilbert, the works are designed to protect critical infrastructure from the damaging effects of sea swells and erosion.
The findings were there was an excavator back in Stones at the time of this visit of the compliance officer, and the drawings were reviewed. There was an existing stone that is further out on the sand as compared to the constructed riprap, or what we would call a revetment. They also checked the access, both from a drawings perspective, and the survey plans does not show an entrance to the property. But the access is maintained. So those were the findings. In terms of what was approved by the planning authority, it was deemed that the developer, being Saul, is in compliance with the approved plans.
The revetment includes the placement of large and small boulders against damage wall on the seaside, with the aim of preventing destruction from wave action.
Purpose is not clearly stated, but it is my understanding from an engineering point of view, the revetment is to prevent wave action or water damage and ingress to existing infrastructure, especially the retaining wall and the buildings above the retaining wall.
Saul officials also weighed in, telling our news desk on Thursday that the company has been following the technical guidance provided by the PDA throughout the process. The PDA site visit and company's response came as residents held a meeting on Wednesday evening, raising concerns that the boulders being placed along the shoreline could hinder public access to the beach. One resident told GBN that they are awaiting further communication from both Saul and the PDA to address those concerns.
Well, the initial meeting was we had a meeting with the villagers, and then we had come to some conclusion. We was to go back to planning this morning at 8:30. 3 members of the village to go back to planning to get some consultation on the matter of what's going on with the stone, and then we do not letter to do a meeting with the manager of Saul.
GBN will continue to follow developments on this matter. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
This is Network News live from the Grenadian capital. Still to come from us. Grenada Food and Nutrition Council launches competition to develop local food products. And Grenada hosts Paralympics leaders for Castle launch. We'll be back.
Need a little extra cash to make life easier? Or just a bit more exciting? Arise's got you covered. With a Flexi Credit loan, you get up to $25,000 for any purpose. Vacations, home upgrades, back to school, or just a little treat. Get manageable amounts, flexible repayments, and the freedom to top up whenever you need it. No hassle, no pressure, just freedom to live life at your pace. Visit our website or call today and let your dreams take flight with our Flexi Credit Loan. Arise Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Need to check your bill balance? Use the Grenlec mobile app. Open the Grenlec mobile app and tap the icon labeled Balances at the bottom of the screen. view your bill details, including your current bill balance, the due date by which you must settle your bill, the amount and date of the last payment you made. It's quick, easy, and available 24/7. Convenience at your fingertips.
Are you ready to take charge of your money, build wealth, and protect your family's legacy? Then join us on October 9th, 2025 at Radisson Grenada Beach Resort for your Financial Future 2.0 Legacy, Literacy, and Liberation, a one-day financial summit designed to break cycles, build wealth, and leave a lasting legacy. You'll gain real-life budgeting hacks, a money mindset reboot, steps to create generational wealth, and practical tips on investing, estate planning, insurance, health, and business finance, all from expert speakers who know how to turn knowledge into action. With 2 inspirational keynotes, 3 powerful panel discussions, and 6 breakout sessions, you will leave with your personalized action plan for success. Don't wait. Secure your seat today. Tickets are EC $350 at disruptiveleadershipconference.com/YFF. Your Financial Future 2.0. Your next chapter starts here.
It's a busy world, and we all know the saying, time is money. Meet Candice and Oliver. They both have busy days ahead. Let's see how that goes. Candice is in a rush, off to the bank, again. Oh, looks like she didn't plan for traffic, or this long line either. Now let's check in on Oliver. His morning starts a little differently. Using his phone, Oliver makes a peer-to-peer transfer and pays his bills, all while having his morning coffee. At the store, Oliver checks his finances with online banking. Candice? Still waiting. Back to Oliver. He stops at the bank to meet his loan officer. While waiting, he schedules a payment and makes a wire transfer. Wondering about Candice? Yup, still waiting. Candice could be like Oliver if she uses Co-op Bank's e-solutions. Make your day easier with Co-op Bank's swift, simple, and secure e-banking platform. Bank on your terms, from anywhere, at any time. Click, tap, done. Banking just got easier.
Welcome home. Attention all divers, snorkelers, and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinaire Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Live free. With a bots, you can live free. Spend $50 or more for a chance to win. Free fuel, free drinks, cash prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV, free electricity, free Coke, free Dasani, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady Milk, free passes to Sunshine Promotions events for 2025. 2-night stay at Sanders Grenada, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in a slick new GSE GS3 M Zoom. Shop and you go live free if you want to live free. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Redneck, Flow, Salt Petroleum, Grenada General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Carib Brewery, Co-op Bank, Answer Cottons, GSE Motors, Sanders Grenada, and Food Fair. Promotion runs from April 7 to December 24. Terms and conditions apply. Live free. Live free.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Attention, Fontenoy, Cherry Hill, and Grand Mall. This is your chance to kick off the new school year in style. David Moyer Monroe invites all kids and their families to the annual Back to School Extravaganza. Mark your calendar for Sunday, August 31st at the Grand Mall playing field. Enjoy fantastic entertainment by the incredible New Dimension Steel Orchestra. There'll be music, fun, and so much more. Everything you need to start the school year with a bang. Don't miss out on this exciting event. See you there.
Oh, it happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep, including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Dreaming of a summer vacation? We can make it happen. Need a credit card for summer spending? We can make that happen too. Need a loan for carnival, debt consolidation, education expenses, and more? We've got you covered with a Republic Bank Make It Happen loan. Up to 100% financing, competitive rates, and a chance to win great prizes. Live your best life this summer with financing from Republic Bank. Check out republicgrenada.com or visit us today to get your summer started right with a Make It Happen loan.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. Grenada is set to welcome the presidents of the International Paralympic Committee and the American Paralympic Committee. The official visits coincide with the launch of the Caribbean Adaptive Sports Alliance, CASA, this weekend. Christina John reports.
Grenada will host its biggest Paralympic event since the formation of the Paralympic Committee less than a decade ago. This weekend and continuing until Tuesday, two of the most significant personalities in global Paralympic sports, along with 7 presidents of Caribbean Paralympic committees, will be in Grenada for the launch of CASA. President of the International Paralympic Committee, IPC, Andrew Parson, from Brazil, and President of the America's Paralympic Committee, AMPC, Julius Cesar Avilo of Colombia, will officiate at the launch of the Caribbean Adaptive Sport Alliance this Sunday at the Radisson Grenada Beach Resort in Grand and St. George. Grenada's Minister of Youth and Sport, Honorable Delma Thomas, will address the event and formally launch the regional umbrella grouping. Glenn Alexander is the chairperson of the organizing committee for the IPC and AMPC presidency.
Prepare for the arrival of the IPC president on Friday night. Of course, we have an organizing committee and we have an entourage who will meet him at the airport, thanks to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and I must say the Ministry of Sports, in terms of assisting and facilitating what is Grenada's expectation. So he arrives on Friday night, and on Saturday we expect the AMPC president and his team. They would arrive on Saturday. However, on Saturday morning we have a scheduled set of events where the president, IPC president, will make courtesy calls and visits to clubs within the island.
The Caribbean Adaptive Sport Alliance, or CASA, is a partnership of 8 Paralympic committees across the region, united by one vision: to create opportunities for athletes with disability to train, compete, and excel. The president of CASA, Barbadian Martin Jackson, said this organization is about more than competition. It is about inclusion, building stronger communities, and giving every athlete, regardless of ability, the chance to dream and to achieve. With the support of the International and America's Paralympic Committees, CASA will serve as a platform for collaboration, resource sharing, and development, ensuring that the Caribbean is fully part of the global Paralympic movement, says Ray Roberts, president of the Grenada Paralympic Committee. Ahead of Sunday's launch, president of the International Paralympic Committee, the IPC, Andrew Parson, will begin a busy schedule in Grenada on Saturday. Glenn Alexander explains.
And we have been planning over a year now for the launch of this organization. Gladly, it came to Grenada, and on the weekend from the 22nd all the way back to the 27th, Grenada will host CASA and the 2 presidents, the one from the Americas and the international president, who is from Brazil. As Grenada will show our usual hospitality in hosting the eight committees, and at some point we expect our para-athletes, well-known para-athletes, to make presentations to the different committees as well as the IPC and American president.
Christina John, GBN News.
All right. The Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, GFNC, is launching a new competition, Snack Attack, for high school students across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
So the Snack Attack was conceptualized with the idea of improving the foods that are available to our children during the hours of school. The opportunity is in creating snacks that are going to be locally based off of local ingredients, and give the children an opportunity to be innovative in creating something that they themselves would love to consume.
GFNC's Chief Executive Officer Lydia Brown said the initiative aims to teach students entrepreneurship, teamwork, and product development using locally produced foods.
Just about anyone is qualified to represent the school, from Form 1 to Form 5. It's a high school project, secondary schools. We need a teacher, hopefully, that will take the lead, but if we don't have a teacher and we have a community member, a past pupil of the school who has the interest in being innovative and creative in the kitchen, that person can speak to the school, speak to the principal, and let them know that they are willing to work with students who may have that type of skill set, who may have that type of interest to develop a product or products. They can develop more than one product, but only one product will move forward to the competition. The school can decide which is their best product.
Sounds really good. All right, so students from all secondary schools can participate regardless of their subject of study. The competition provides a platform for students to develop their products, with winners gaining national recognition and promotion of their products in school tuck shops. To register, schools can call 440-2126, 440-2126, or email gfnc@gov.gd, gfnc@gov.gd by September 12, 2025. The Grenada Food and Nutrition Council is encouraging media outlets to share this opportunity and inspire students, principals, and parents to get involved.
someone in the community, can be someone who was involved, or someone else can have a discussion with the school if the school themselves is unable to push the product forward to get it onto the market. That person will be able to work with the school, and it can benefit the school because maybe some of the proceeds, whatever comes out of it, can go back to the school. Or the school themselves can decide to develop this product and sell it to other schools throughout the tri-island state.
All right, this to talk about a strangely shaped ghost spore has been spotted on a 20-year-old tree, leaving many to wonder about this unusual find. We take a closer look in this evening's GBN Eyesore.
A good eye captures all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Our citizen journalists tonight submitted an image of a peculiarly shaped ghost spore they picked from their tree. Louise Joseph of Leicester in Carriacou said the tree is about 20 years old and has never borne this shape of the fruit before. Ghost spore refers to Gospa oranges, a variety of oranges that offer the same benefits as other citrus fruits, including a high vitamin C content that supports the immune system, fiber for digestive health, and nutrients that may lower the risk of heart disease and kidney stones. We thank our citizen journalists for that submission.
Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
After the break, Tropical Apple Project aims to enhance food security in Grenada.
A common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Presented by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you.
With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
On Sunday, November the 9th from 5 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center, Legends Promotion presents the 19th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert featuring the best of Grenada, along with 2 special guest artists. This edition promises to be extra special. Get ready, Grenada, to be blown with surprises at the 19th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Sunday, November the 9th, 5 p.m. Grenada Trade Center. Stay tuned to GBN for more.
$10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please.
Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet?
Yes, multi-X, all of them.
Smart. Best value bet. Backup and multi-X. You cannot go wrong.
Don't matter the bet, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Rebecca Television Center Grenada has launched a groundbreaking tropical apple project with support from Big Mac Enterprise and the Caribbean Agricultural Research and Development Institute, CARDI. Christina John tells us more.
A bold new chapter in Grenada's agricultural development began this week with the official handover of 100 tropical apple plantlets to the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry, and the Caribbean Agricultural Research and Development Institute, CARDI. The donation comes from Big Mac Enterprise, operators of La Bay Market in New York. The plantlets, a part of a shipment of 1,000 imported from Tanzania, are specifically suited to thrive in tropical climates. The initiative forms part of a broader strategy by Big Mac Enterprise to expand agricultural investment in the Caribbean and to reduce the dependence on food imports in Grenada. In a symbolic ceremony held on Monday, Big Mac's local representative, Clive Lewis, presented the apple plantlets to Honorable Lennox Andrew, Minister for Agriculture, and Dr. Jim Thomas Barry of CARDI. Describing the event as a new beginning for the sector, Mr. Andrew praised the collaborative approach between the government, private sector, and the research institutions in diversifying Grenada's agricultural outputs.
What we are doing today is giving new life to the economic thinking of those who came before us by experimenting with apple, with Irish potato, and with other crops. And so I am indeed very thankful for your collaboration, Mr. Lewis, with the Ministry of Agriculture and, of course, with CARDI. As you all know, CARDI is the Research and Development Institute within our region. In the last few years or so, we've been improving and advancing our work with CARDI in terms of identifying new crops and new products that we can produce here in Grenada so as to make our agricultural sector more scientific based and more technologically advanced.
He added that such projects contribute to national food security and honor the legacy of agricultural pioneers who first experimented with non-traditional crops in the region. Big Mac Enterprise, known for supplying Caribbean produce to diaspora communities in Brooklyn, has already begun piloting a tropical apple plot in St. John, Grenada. According to Lewis, early signs are promising.
Here today compliments Big Mac Enterprise in conjunction with La Bay Market. Mark has been the owner of the enterprise. He saw it fit to introduce this particular product to Grenada, apples. The problem was finding a variety that can grow in Grenada and produce in Grenada. And he was fortunate to find some of them on the African continent. Kenya, which is the first set I got, the Wambonga, and then we have another set which is these varieties here. I had nine varieties here that I got from Tanzania.
Chief Agronomist in the ministry, Alison Haynes, noted that the varieties have demonstrated success in several African regions under varied management practices. CARDI will provide critical support throughout the project, focusing on plant development, pest and disease control, nutritional programming, and technical documentation. Dr. Barry of CARDI emphasized the project's alignment with national goals for food and nutrition security. The pilot is expected to produce data on apple adaptability to tropical conditions and may pave the way for similar initiatives across the region. Christina John, GBN News.
We invite you to stay with us, the sports news, when we return.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
This isn't just rum. It's a captivating journey infused with the essence of Bios Bombay, warmth and wonder. Experience the rich depth of Campeche like never before. Must be 18 years and older. Drink responsibly.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Good evening, sporting fans. Officials have been working to ensure the smooth hosting of the 5th edition of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank International Netball Series. The tournament will shoot off on Saturday and run until August 30. The International Netball Series will feature Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, the Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Barbados, the Cayman Islands and Guyana will join the tournament as invited teams. Kashan Mark is tasked with getting the facility ready for the ECCB series. According to Mark, government has made a significant investment to get the facility up to international standards.
But as opposed to other coats in Grenada where they just use paint, regular paint, this is actually something from Sportsmaster. It's something that is used in the US. It is way superior to normal paint. It wouldn't, the time it takes to degrade is way longer. So you get more longevity. So the coat has a longer lifespan as opposed to if you just painted it. It is more resilient to scuffing, to marks, to damage of that sort, right? So that is the main difference, right? More longevity.
However, with the first center pass only days away, questions have been raised in certain quarters regarding Grenada's preparedness for Saturday.
This is actually the first time that we're using this surface in Grenada, so it's not just painted, it's actually an acrylic surface, right? It's more resilient to water, it dries quicker, and it should be safer for the athletes overall. Coach 3, that one will be ready by Friday. As you can see, they've already started to do the socket grooves. They filled it with the acrylic patch binder. Then this afternoon they would do the resurfacer. In the morning they should be doing the first application of the acrylic color pigment, after which you will do the lines. All of that should be completed for Friday. So Saturday the coat would be ready for use.
The ECCB International Netball Series was launched in June 2019 with the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank as its title sponsor and forms part of the bank's Community Outreach Thrust. The competition replaces the OECS Under-23 Netball Tournament, which the ECCB sponsored from 1991 to 2018. Cricket West Indies has announced the West Indies men's under-19 team who will host their Sri Lankan counterparts in the 7-match Youth One-Day International Series from August 25 to September 16 in Antigua. The highly anticipated series will showcase the Caribbean's most promising cricket talent as Barbadian Joshua Dawn leads the squad against Sri Lanka at two of the island's premier venues. The opening 4 matches will take place at Coolidge Cricket Ground, and the series will conclude at the iconic Sir Vivian Richards Cricket Stadium. Dawn, a dynamic batsman, recently led his countrymen to the Rising Stars Under-19 title while earning MVP honours along the way with a tournament-high 328 runs. The series serves as vital match preparation for the side ahead of the 2026 ICC Men's Under-19 World Cup in Zimbabwe and Namibia next January. The regional side will also contest a tri-series with England and the USA later in the year to aid their preparation for the international showpiece at the turn of the year. Sri Lanka's under-19 team will arrive in Antigua on August 25 for 5 days of preparation before the opening encounter. That's the sports news for now. Tensions between the United States and Venezuela have intensified as President Nicolas Maduro orders the mobilization of militias in response to Washington's deployment of warships. While U.S. officials claim the operation aims to curb drug trafficking, the move also serves as a warning to neighboring countries. More in this Al Jazeera report.
3 U.S. destroyers carrying 4,000 Marines are heading in the direction of Venezuela. According to the White House, the mission is to target drug cartels that traffic narcotics to the United States. The move comes just days after President Trump raised the reward for helping to apprehend Venezuela's leader Nicolás Maduro to $50 million. In response, Maduro is mobilizing 4.5 million militiamen and women throughout the country.
Let the world know, let the empires know that today more than ever, Venezuela can defend itself. That's why we're in peace and will stay in peace.
But while some say Trump is just trying to intimidate oil-rich Venezuela's government, Maduro has grounded all drones for 30 days, an indication that he might be expecting an attack from the air rather than sea.
That are being sent to Venezuela.
President Trump hasn't ruled out anything, says his spokesperson.
He's prepared to use every element of American power to stop drugs from flooding into our country and to bring those responsible to justice. The Maduro regime is not the legitimate government of Venezuela. It is a narco-terror cartel. In Maduro, it is the view of this administration, is not a legitimate president. He is a fugitive head of this cartel who has been indicted in the United States for trafficking drugs into the country.
The last time the U.S. government used drug trafficking as a rationale to overthrow a regional government was in 1989 in Panama.
In some way, it can help Maduro. I mean, he can say, look, the threat is real. It's not just propaganda. Here are the Americans. Here are the ships. So let's close ranks behind the government.
Even countries that have no love for Maduro are concerned.
President Trump's vow to send warships to the Caribbean and elsewhere in Latin America to stop the flow of drugs to the United States is being seen as a threat to more than just Venezuela. It could apply to many, many countries in this region. And they say that today it may be Venezuela, tomorrow it could be any one of them.
Many are wondering why President Trump has chosen to implement such an aggressive move in the United States backyard, while he portrays himself as a global peacemaker. Lucia Newman, Al Jazeera, Santiago.
Further afield, the Ukrainian president has expressed readiness to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin, contingent upon Ukraine first receiving security guarantees. Zelensky suggested Switzerland, Australia, or Turkey as potential venues and called for a firm response from the U.S. if Putin declines. The offer comes after a Russian overnight attack killed one person and injured several others.
There was an air raid siren that sounded late last night, and the alert was in place until early this morning. As you said, there were more than 570 drones, there were 40 missiles, 11 different locations were hit in Ukraine. As far as Lviv, the city of Lviv, which is in the far west of Ukraine, a city that doesn't usually get hit, very close to the Polish border there, at least one person died, several people were injured, and even the Polish Air Force was scrambled to protect its airspace. There was also an attack in other parts of the West. An American electronics manufacturer came under attack. 15 people injured there. So it's been, as you said, a very difficult night here in Ukraine, and President Zelensky has said that Russia is behaving as if nothing's happened, as if no peace talks were ongoing to end the war.
All right, we just have time to remind you of the headlines. U.S. cancels visa of Grenada's finance minister. PDA assures beach access not compromised by Saul's coastal protection project. Grenada launches tropical apple project to boost food security. Also in the news, regionally, U.S.-Venezuela tensions escalate. Nicolás Maduro mobilizes militias and the U.S. deploys warships. Internationally, Zelensky open to talks with Putin, but only with security guarantees. Plus, in the sports news, Grenada ready to host a CCB International Netball Series, while Cricket West Indies announces exciting Under-19 White Ball Series against Sri Lanka. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. That's all from us in the GBN newsroom for the moment. Thanks for joining us. Good night.